I guess we're getting moody. Wow. It's been a moment for this hashtag. It's 2019. Ain't that dope? And my voice came back huskier this year than the year before. That's the scary part. So, hello, everyone. It is so nice to see ya all again. And trust me, I have been getting all kinds of moody while I was gone for 3 months. So, let's get into it then. So, basically, I guess the most important thing is that oh my gosh, hi, I missed you so much. I missed you all too. It's good to be back. So couple things. Thank you all for subscribing to yes, welcome back, bitch. Thank you for subscribing to youtube.com/MsBlink Beats. I have surpassed 100 subscribers, which is an exciting milestone. So that means I now have my unique URL to my YouTube channel now. No more having to search for MsBlink music or things of that sort. I'm so thrilled about that. So thank you very, very much. Secondly, I've been uploading music every single Friday on that channel. So there's new music. I am in the midst, literally this morning, I was on with one of my sister friends and I was trying to find out if taking the MsBlink music off of Multifaceted ACG is going to adversely impact my viewing numbers. It'll impact them on the home page that you all see externally, but internally on the back end, I'll still have millions of views. So more than likely over the next few weeks, those things will be moved over to that YouTube channel. It's gonna take forever because that's hundreds of videos, but we're getting content scattered around appropriately in 2019. I see somebody asked about if I moved yet. I moved several months ago. I moved before I went on break. I moved in August of last year. So I've been in this apartment for a minute, but we'll talk about those things during the live stream that I'll have with all the Megwalas on YouTube, because I'm sure there's going to be other people like, yo, you missed my reaction videos. I stopped reacting a year and a half ago. So you might just be a little bit behind because we was off that in May 2017. So it's been a while, but I appreciate you missing it. So this music though, this music, let's get into this moodiness. First off, if you've been watching my new YouTube content, shout out to you all. You have more than likely heard, that's my washing machine telling me it's done. If you can hear that little chiming in the back. But you've more than likely heard this. And you're like, oh, okay. All right. She's got some new sounds. That is the official end card song. That is my channel's theme song now. So it will upload on the MsBlink YouTube channel either this coming Friday or the Friday thereafter. But I'm going to let y'all hear the song in its entirety now. So how dope is that to have your own theme song that you not only like made, but like it's you. It's named Mac G End Card. Like, so litty. Yes, live stream. Hopefully you announce when you're live this time. On here, I mean, I'm still deciding if I'm gonna do these live streams as frequently as I did in 2012. But the live streams on YouTube, oh yeah, you'll know way in advance because it's only 4 of them this whole year. Only 4. You and your sister stopped doing reaction videos. Yeah, like a long time ago. Well, Jessica's a little bit more recent, but yeah, like we in our 30s. At some point, reacting to shit when you that old, look a little suspect. So, time to stop. Ash was never really a reaction channel to begin with, unless it was Got7 or something. For the most part, like I kicked off as a reaction channel, and I was out of that window, that spectrum of stuff, and promptly announced it in a state of the channel address to let everyone know, because I like telling y'all stuff well in advance because I don't like getting caught off guard. So I like to tell y'all stuff way in advance. Like even my tweets and stuff is scheduled and whatnot. Like y'all ain't gonna get caught off guard. And if you miss something, it's on you. It's not on me. I plan far out. Okay. So let me give you the how this song came to be. I have used this loop before. but to no success. So I've been doing a lot of going back to old loops that I really enjoy and never really knew how to fit into a song, and just seeing what I can do with it. So this is not a loop that you might not have heard before, but I've changed the key and how it plays. So this is the original loop. Nice and futuristic slash tech slash a little EDM-ish, you know, all the things that I enjoy kind of smashed up into one little loop. And Tetris, yes, Tetris is my jam. So it's got this very distinct yet off-putting vibe to it, you know. And I took it and I've distorted it 2 other times. So that's the original sound. This is the distortion. I put an amplifier on it so it sounds like heavy guitar. So it's a heavy vamp on that. This is about my music, love, hope, not about my YouTube channel. So you can save those questions for the live stream that'll happen later this month on the YouTube channel. If you want to hear my music, then stick around. But if not, I'll catch you on that live stream. This is also the other version of it, which is slowed down even more. Matthew said it sounded like something out of a Sonic game. I'll take it if it give y'all the feelings of Tetris or grabbing rings, whatever the case may be. So we've got an original loop of a keyboard plucking away at it, intentionally plucking. The person wasn't pressing clean. They were so that's that. Then you have it in its lowest octave with an amplifier, so it sounds like a real grungy, nasty guitar. Then you have that same one slowed down a couple of pegs so that you get more of a bam, 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 droning sound. So the way that the song appears on my YouTube channel, as well as when it appears on MsBlink Beats, is going to be a little bit different from how I'm going to play it for you all. So this is exclusive to you all. So there's 2 different drum patterns. We have one of my favorites. It's got a little bit of reverb on it to give that to give it that extra feel. So we have that beat and we have this beat as well. So we have 2 different beats that I've put together to get the sound that I wanted. And then I played the bass keyboard, which would be bass guitar, but bass keyboard to get some underbelly. You know, we've talked about that before in the past, how necessary it is to have some gut to your music, you know. So it's not perfect. It's a little bit off, but it works very well when everything is put together. So sound nice. And this is the full song. part is coming, where we take the bass out and I just give you the amplified guitar. So there you have it. That is the official, as of 2019, the theme song to Multifaceted ACG. That is the theme that will be in damn near every video, either at the end or it might be a snippet of it that plays somewhere within, such as the most recent Lives Will Be Ruined, but you will hear it a lot. It'll become second nature, and that's how you do branding, ladies and gents and thems. You just give you something to hold on to, you know? So, all right, so I gave you a little bit of what Mac G is. I'm glad it fades out instead of just stopping. Oh yeah, I was really on my fade out tip while I was gone from y'all. So if that's the theme of what I want to say multifaceted ACG is, then there's a theme to MsBlink. And I've remixed multiple songs and things of that sort, and I'm still not quite sold on what her theme is, but there's definitely a lot of good stuff that I want to share. So I've been heavily working with live instruments more often than not, and then shout out to those of you who checked out my last album of last year. It was called Duo. It was hard for me to digest because it didn't sound like anything I've done before. It's not balanced, the sound isn't right, and a lot of stuff, but the concept of it all it's admirable. It was a good attempt at an album that had lyrics and different instrumentations and things. So in the midst of working on that, we did a lot of tinkering around with what would constitute as things that are so-called MsBlink's calling card. We already know I love reverses. We know I love synthesizers and stupid heavy bass. So there's evolution to my sound, if you will. So I'm gonna share with you the intro to that album. Not necessarily the album, but the first track. And then I'll go back and read some of you all's comments because I see a lot of things are happening, and it really sucks when you make a comment and no one acknowledges it. That blows bubbles. So let me share with you the song called Duo. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear some of my little monsters today too. On this one. So you can hear the droning sounds, a lot of bass, there's a lot of reverb, there was a lot of live instrumentation on this album. It's on MsBlink Beats, I'm sorry, MsBlink Beats on YouTube. So but one thing is sure, we ain't a duo no more. We can't do no more. The one thing for sure, we're leaving the door. We ain't a duo no more. We can't do no more. Literally sitting in my closet recording some of these songs, like not saying that to sound like I was doing something special. dead ass in the closet, recording over and over and over and over and over and over. So let's look at some of the comments you all have before we get into some more of the music. Let's go all the way up to the last comment, which was Matthews. Okay, they had a dark tune to it. The second sound like the song you'd hear during a warp speed. I kind of dig that. Yes to the syncopation. It sounds like the background music for Throwdown with Pokemon Masters. It sounds like an intro to some Japanese anime. Ooh, I like that. I don't know much about instruments, but I like what I hear. Well, thank you. Definitely loving the reverb on the first beat. Been playing around a lot with echoes and reverbs over the past few months. Okay, 90s R&B feel. Very much so, going into that direction. I feel like the second beat would be a great beat on its own with some soft Chinese instrument. I think I might have used it that way before. 20s pop. Ash, oh my god, I saw the video of this ancient Chinese instrument being played, and I was like, MsBlink might like this. Hashtag likely. Definitely giving it a little extra something. Whoa, that beat drop just makes it, in my opinion. Love that. Yes, when it all comes together, it sounds epic. Futuristic music. The syncopation is giving me all the life. Jealous of your layers, ma'am. How does one get as good as you? Be deaf in one ear, slightly. That's what happens. You start hearing shit in a strange way. Imagine Yoongi rapping to this. He'd have to slow it down tremendously. He has a track coming out on the 26th. He's featuring on a track that was written and produced by Tableau from Epic High, by the way, y'all. I missed the Moody music. I'm glad it fades out instead of just stopping. Top would sound great rapping to that. I miss him. Drop some content. Honest girl, you know we love giving you our opinions. I'm always dropping content every week now for the remainder of my time online. Girl, you already know how I feel about that album. Yeah, Duo was a stretch for me. I think your beats with the right person for lyrics, if needed, can be a gold mine. Eventually. Don't forget your little monster sounds. Yeah, I acknowledge that one. That's you, right? Yes, it was me. What made you want to make this with lyrics verses? I had a lot of stuff I needed to say. I had a very interesting 2018. So I figured that the battles that I was going through within myself, I was dueling within myself, and then duo is two. So I was able to show two different sides of things that were going on behind the scenes. I've definitely been missing you in this content in my life. So glad you came back, Ashley. Thank you. I'm picturing an MV in my head right now. Oh, snap. Hey, Ani. Hey, Perry. There we go. So it's not the only song that I perform on, but I strongly encourage you to go check that album out on my YouTube channel. So yeah, there's a lot going on over there with that. So as I said, I've been tinkering around with live instruments a lot, right? It's still early it's early afternoon for me now. So it's Saturday, so my day is fairly smooth. So, where is it? One song that I love a lot that I did at the end of last year is called Salt. I love Salt. I don't think I made Salt just out of nowhere. I was messing around with drums. I just got done from a listening party and it was amazing. That's dope. I was listening to just different drum patterns and wanted to emulate just a heavy doom, da doom, da doom, da doom, da doom. I wanted to have a head bopping moment, but it evolved into something else. And it's not salt like the food or the movie. It's the salt that you are from a Christian standpoint. Don't lose the salt. Don't lose what makes you who you are. Don't look back. And that's what came from the song. So I'm going to give you the pieces. Salt was remixed and featured in my State of the Channel address, but the song is not that long. Like I had to stretch it for that video. So the drums I came up with are this. Nothing very intense, just a little thump. It wasn't enough, so I had to add another drum kit over that. So I have live kick drum, and the extra DJing. So that gave me the pulse, and I wanted it to feel like a pulse. it was a little bit too fast to be a heart beat, but nonetheless, I needed it to feel like a pulse. There's a loop that I've always wanted to use and couldn't find a way to use it, and it's in this song. So this loop here. So that's the loop, and I always wanted to use it and I didn't know how, and I decided to put it in this. And yes, I have heard of Liz Wright, and Liz Wright's song Salt gets under my skin. I adore it. So we have that, and I'm like, okay, well, on its own, it's got, you can hear the fuzz. It's fuzzy noise in the background of that, and I wanted to take the fuzz out, so I put a different distortion on it called Dreamy. Basically, it sounds like the song is coming through bubbled speakers. It pulls it back and lets that extra sound around it, which is room. That extra room around it, it makes it much wider, so it sounds almost dream-esque. Then I took a loop I've used before, and I put a filter on it to compress it, so it gives me this heavy bass line, but without all of the hip-hop rattle. I've used that before prominently in a song several years ago, and also had to make an accent to the bass. This is a synthesizer keyboard. I just was like, I want something that sounds space age. So this is Salt. Salt means a lot to me. Like, you ain't gotta like it, but it spoke to me when I made it. Nobody but myself. Yes, we're talking about Lot's wife song. If you go trust God and trust that whatever it is He is bringing you through is for your salvation, don't look back. The video in my head is fire and everything of Sodom in flames, and they're running, and she slows down while the music is droning, and she's getting ready to look back, and the rest of the video takes place. Like, it's literally in my head. Do not look back. Whatever was behind you. Why do you think the windshield on a car is so big but the rear view mirror is so small? Because what's behind you is behind you. It's supposed to be tall. Your future's supposed to be large and huge in front of you. So I was in a zone when I made this. So I added the don't look back. And no, that was me singing with myself. So it is in the song. But I want to go back to the chorus for you all so that you can hear some of the things that I was able to create. So yes, this is the chorus. Wait, that ain't the chorus. Hit the wrong damn spot. Okay, this is the chorus. All right, a couple of things I want to point out for you, my own MsBlink GMPD. When we get to the chorus, you're going to hear that one of the loops, instead of it looping its full cycle, it's going I needed to speed it up so that it could give a different cyclical feel to what you're hearing. So when it's in your speakers, you can literally hear it looping around you as if it's gaining on you. I'm trying to give you the symbolism. Stick with me, y'all. I'm trying to make the music feel as if it's coming on you, you know, and you got that going with the beat just real simple. If you're running and you imagine it's a slow motion run, your foot is hitting the sand or the pavement or whatever it is you're running on every post, and you got me in the back sitting in the middle because I made sure to balance it so that it's not heavier in one ear or the other, telling you don't look back. I was out here on some extra, okay? I was on some extra. All of these are able to listen to now on YouTube, right? I want to share with everybody I know. Yes, it is on my YouTube channel, not on Multifaceted in ACG. You'll want to look for my MsBlink channel. All right, so let me take the drums out. I'm going to take that chorus piece by piece apart for you all so you can hear everything. She's building rooms, people. She's building rooms. You better say it. You better say I'm building rooms. You know how I am about it. All right, I'm going to go back just a... Gonna go back just a peg to the build up. So we're gonna take the bass out and just the drums and one loop. So what I'm giving you is my synthesizer, the drum, and one loop, and then you'll be able to hear the da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na catching up. Okay, you hear those two. Now we're gonna add one more. I'm taking it apart as you're listening. There's the circle. Now we're gonna add one more loop. I'm taking the drums out completely. No drums whatsoever. So it's very brooding and dark and whatnot, but I love it. I very much value this song. super value it. Girl, your vision just hurts. I got a lot to live up to in 2019. You will surpass me. Screw the rooms. Ashley, you are constructing a house. You are just building it up from the foundation to the beams of the roof. Yeah, I think the drums are the finishing piece to it. Makes it an urgent piece. Yeah, it definitely, the drums take it to a whole new level. They genuinely do. Okay, so we come out of that, and where do we jump to from there? Let's look at some of the stuff that I don't have a name for right now. Things that I'm actively working on right now. It gives different vibes when you remove instruments. Certainly does. I have a song. I'm going to play two versions of it. I need a name. I lack a name. These are the instruments you're going to hear in one version. So one version is its original form. The other one is more hip hop driven. So you have, this drum pattern. And let me forewarn y'all, I've been listening to way too much lo-fi, and it's coming out in my production. So that's one. See you, Perry Queen. And then I added a snare to it. A hi-hat, not a snare, a hi-hat. So it sound nice. Sound nice. What I did was took the live drums, added orchestra strings, added a EDM synthesizer and it added a dubstep loop. The same loop I used in Go from my first year of producing. I came back to that loop and I'm like, okay, we about to make you stanky. We gonna put a filter on you, compress you, make you real grindy, grimy. Y'all not ready for this. And the pace is slow, but it's intentional because when you hear the second version, it's much faster. All right. Again, this has no name, so I'm open to names. Love a good monster. Dubstep, live jazz, drums, an 808, and then orchestra strings. Come on now. Crazy eights, fade. Race. Four loops, y'all. I was just freaking the hell out of everything, flipping it backwards and everything. So that's version 1. Now here is the hip hop version that I had to go and, of course, do because we know how I am. So you got the idea. You got the idea. I just this will be played during some dance battle. I could see that. So we got some good suggestions in there. It makes me want to strut. Hey, it's got a lot in there. It's got a lot. I don't know what I'm feeling for a name just yet, but I do know that we talked about how I like my monsters, so you heard that in there. I've been practicing scratching. That sounds so funny to say, but the next song that I have is called Speaking My Language. It'll probably upload the first Friday in February, and I dig this. I didn't like it at first, but when it gets to the part where I started scratching, I'm like, oh, okay, you're practicing. It's kind of good. So let me give you the loops on their own. No, Ash, can you please go back to the first one? There's a sound that is played almost towards the end, like a wah-wah sound. I can't describe it. It is a wah-wah. It's a after effect that you can put on a loop or a song. So the original one, hold on. Towards the end, you said. So you're hearing, let me mute everything. You're hearing this wobble right here. I made it very, 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 very low. So for you to have picked up on that through the phone, that's sickening. Yeah, so that's what you're hearing. It is a wobble. I took the dubstep wobble, snipped a portion of it, slowed it down, and brought the octaves down tremendously. It was like a flute or some shit. But there is a flute in there too. But that's the wobble you're hearing. That's what I brought in. Very good. All right. This song is called Speaking My Language. Let me give you the individual loops. I threw so much reverb on this. Y'all have heard this beat from me before, but not with this much reverb. It's just... So I was on my futuristic shit. I don't know. So I reverbed the hell out of it. The reason I can't remember the name of the song. I was listening to, Metamorphosis. I don't think I have a song named Metamorphosis. I was listening to One Republic Secret. And I've heard that sampled over another classic drum. Can't remember the name of the song. I just remember that the person who played the drums was sitting in a hallway, and the reverb from the natural space of the hallway is legendary. So that's where my mind was when I made that. This is a loop y'all have heard from me before. This ain't nothing new. But when you put the two together, it is. And then we have... Alright, so you already know I'm about to go somewhere dramatic as hell. You're hearing that, and you're more than likely, the tempo in your head is this. Now I need you to go. Feels off. You're more than likely, dun, 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 dun. When you hear with the music, it's not going like that. It's going, bum, 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 bum. So, we got some reggae time, some hip-hop beats, some synthesizers. It's just about to get crazy. And it's called Speaking My Language. myself that I got that beat to do a triplet. I had been struggling. I could hear it in my hand going. I'm like, okay, how we hit the button? Got that shit. I was proud of myself. I was so proud of myself because when you take the beat out, it still go. It still be slapping. Trying to do some stuff for a change. Trying her best. It made me snort. I was so damn proud of myself. Oh, I was so proud of myself. Y'all, you don't understand. I was in here talking about, bitch, you did it. You did that. I was feeling very empowered. I was feeling very good about myself. I still have to practice. I want to be able to do so much more than that. But I was pleased with it. Sultry. This song dropped last week, and you will hear a version of it on Jessica's YouTube channel, hopefully sometimes next month. She's been using a lot of my music recently. So Sultry, this wasn't the name I came up with for it. Y'all know I be really in love with food and shit. And yeah, the fishnets, the fishnets, yep. Sultry, what had happened was I was getting ready to have some grilled duck. And I was real excited about it. And if you think about your favorite food with a real good camera and it's just panning over your food, that's gonna make Sultry have a totally different feel for you. A lot of the stuff that y'all be thinking about being about somebody I love or like really be about food a lot of the times. So we got some real good drums going on. I didn't make these drums, but I added reverb. So I took a drum loop, I edited it, took a few pieces of it out to make it exactly how I want it to be. And then we have something that sounds like it's on the phone, so it has a phone muffled sound. With the cracking and everything that an old school phone do. So, like I said, I've been on my live drum kick real hard, y'all. Really has been. So we got that. Yeah, the foodie parts had to take hold. I had to play bass in this. Creepy sounding. I promise you, it only sounds creepy right here. This song is sultry as hell about some grilled duck. So, use your imaginations, ladies and gents and thems, and imagine your favorite food. Or maybe you go into an opulent restaurant, or you just walked into your folks' house and you smell all the food and it's like a buffet and you just can't even deal. That's what this really is about. But if you want to make it about your boo thing, whatever, so be it. Just know I was talking about duck. Me and this duck. That's how you know you've been alone too long, when you're just excited about food and make love music for food. called sultry, and maybe it works for you in the ways you need it to, but it was really about grilled duck. So now y'all know I got a song about pancakes and a song about grilled ducks. It's not a lot that goes on in my world, I tell you. I tell you. I don't know what this is, so let's go ahead and hear it. I have a song called His Entire Existence. No, it's not in a flirty way. It's actually like, grated on my nerves so bad that like your entire existence is rocking me to my core. Not gonna break down the stems of it. Just gonna play it. Don't you make no waffle song. I will stop this music. You better not make no waffle song on my behalf. I'll take a French toast song before I take a waffle song. Waffles is inferior to pancakes. Okay, you see, she done got me out of my element. Just Lord. Side, look at the picture that just popped in. That's the photo that I was dying over this morning. Okay, all right. I can do an ice cream song. There's more to that song, but I abruptly stopped it because I'ma just wait till y'all hear it when it uploads. We said something about ice cream. I didn't mean to press that, but fuck it, let me give it to y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was gonna save this for another Moody music, but whatever. So somebody might be rapping to this. It's either gonna be my bummy ass or it's gonna be one of my buddies out here in Korea. So I'll share this with you. It's called Eclectic, but I think one of the songs that I'm working on, we can name ice cream. We just got to see the vibe. This is called Eclectic, but I'm not against changing the name. All right, here we go. I wasn't going to play this and I hit the button by mistake. off from that part. Is that like a baritone opera dude in the background? Funny you should ask, because I was like, let me go ahead and get y'all the part. Okay, so with that kind of chorus and whatnot, you couldn't necessarily see that fit in a hip-hop artist. But I had to remix my own song so I can share with them. And yeah, you're hearing a baritone in the back. So let me pull from the remix version. You'll hear it more clearly on this. It's not originally a baritone. I took it, I dropped it to its lowest octave, I reversed it, I droned it and made it sound all creepy and whatnot, but it worked. So it's a little cool. So we only got 2 minutes left. So I guess I need to quickly show y'all something else I was working on before it all comes to a close. This is me not knowing what to show now. Oh my gosh. It's so different when you feel like, ha! Insta Live has a 1 hour timer. But sometimes I go over. Like, I'll let this one shut down and then start another. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that transition? Can we just that transition? What was Ashley Griffin doing that day? Probably this was made at like 4 a.m. I think. Ashley, for real, I'm so glad 2019 showed up because I was missing your music, your content, your inspiration. I just love you. Thank you so much. I needed a good breakaway. Let's this transition. No, what is? I was feeling myself. I was feeling a little cool, just a little bit. Yeah, my reverse game is like murder now. My ears have changed, everyone. I've always been losing my hearing in my left ear far faster than I have in my right, but it's very pronounced now. So it's changed how I hear music. No, I'm not going deaf, and if that's what is in my future, then so be it. But it's changed a lot. So although, yeah, this distinctly sounds like music I would make, it still sounds different. And like I just being able to find a balance between the real and rawness of actual instruments versus all this stuff that's already pre-developed for me. I wasn't always consistent with that, nor was I as committed to find a way to fuse the two together. But that's really been the thing right now. I'm so big on it. And this song doesn't have, I think the song only has 4 transitions. The song is no longer than 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's really straight to the point, so it constitutes as background music. But yeah, it's changed how I hear the belly of a song, how I pace it and everything, because now I have a greater awareness of how it bounces off the eardrum when you're internalizing music. I see, I love music. Girl, this break really allowed to hone in on your music. I think you've almost mastered transitions. They sound so flawless and smooth. Thank y'all. Your transition sounds so smooth and flawless. I truly appreciate that. So I'm very pleased with how a lot of the things came out that I shared with you all today. I have not made a decision about F it. I called that pluck away, but whatever. We're going to name that one ice cream. We will name that one ice cream. And I can't wait to put the ice cream as the thumbnail for it. I'm going to go back through the comments and look at what you shared for the other song that I had 2 versions of that I don't know what I'm going to name. There is a live stream coming up for YouTube very soon, and it's scheduled for an hour and a half of my time, and those things never stay on time. They probably gonna go longer than what I planned. That just seems to be the case. But for this live stream, we've got 30 seconds left. Would you like me to stick around just a little bit longer and share some other music or create a song from scratch, or y'all good for the evening? See, that's my alarm letting me know. Like, don't be holding these people hostage. So, do you all want me to do another live where we make a song fresh here and now? Or y'all good for the evening? We got 15 seconds. Let me know. Do we gonna scratch it out? Are we stretching it out? Let me know, ladies and gents and thems. Let me know. Because once this cuts off, this will be saved as an Insta Live. We got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,